What up, guys? This is
Cheevo, guys.
back here again with another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys some gameplay of a game called BPM, aka Bullets Per Minute. This game has already been released on Steam, so you can download it now on your PC. The game runs at $19.99. It's going to be releasing on Xbox One and PS4 later this year, specifically the winter time. Now, if you're familiar with audio engineering at all, BPM traditionally stands for beats per minute in the music industry. However, in this game, it stands for bullets per minute. BPM is a rhythm action first-person shooter roguelike game. Isn't that a mouthful? In this game, you must shoot, jump, and dodge your way to the beat of an epic rock soundtrack. Dive into a randomly generated dungeon where one missed note can lead to your death. You can get game-changing abilities and loot powerful weaponry to defeat an ancient enemy, Nidhogg. Now, I can tell you from experience, after playing this game for about 45 minutes, I'm definitely getting Doom vibes, except for you have the twist where you're trying to shoot everything to the beat. And so it's kind of cool if you enjoy, rhythm games and you enjoy first-person shooters and you enjoy roguelikes. This is definitely the game for you. For those that aren't familiar with the term roguelike, basically all of these levels are randomly generated, so every time you play the game, it's never the same, and every time you die, you're going to have to start at the very beginning. So yeah, ultimately, a lot of this comes down to RNG and luck. Depending on how lucky you are, it's going to distinguish how far you get in the game. At least that's my experience of the game. I'm sure skill has a lot to do with it as well, but if you have luck on your side, you're definitely going to have a better run. I also want to point out that this isn't one of those roguelike games that have super long runs. Personally, I don't enjoy games like that. I'm sure you guys have heard Returnal is really getting a bad rap for that right now because all of the runs take like an hour and a half, and if you die, you start all the way back at the beginning. But with this game, runs are going to take anywhere from 5 minutes, probably anywhere up to like 45 minutes if you were able to beat the full game. But I can't imagine a run going longer than 45 minutes in this game. Now, let me go ahead and break this down for people that are brand new to the game. You get dropped into a random dungeon. You can navigate through the map on the upper left-hand corner of the screen. It shows you exactly where you are and what's available in some of these rooms. Ultimately, we need to find the room with the boss in it. After we go to the room with the boss in it and we defeat the boss, we would complete that level. Now, I played this game probably 15 different runs and I was only able to defeat the boss one time in the first level. So I'd say I recommend looking through all of the different rooms in the dungeon before you go to the boss level. As I mentioned before, everything in the game is randomly generated. So if you get lucky, maybe you can find some really good power-ups or maybe even a brand new weapon in the first level. For instance, I just used a key to open up that golden chest and I just found a power-up that basically makes my bullets explode when I shoot them. This is going to enable me to get through the game a lot easier. After playing about, I'd say 15 runs or so, this is definitely the best power up that I came across. Now, if you find a room with this little symbol on it, if you look on the map on the upper left hand corner, this leads you to the room that basically is the shop. It has a big bird in it and has some really awesome music. Typically, there are 4 items for sale, at least in the first level, and the items that are up for purchase are completely random. So sometimes you're able to purchase a really rare power up, and other times it's just, HP vials, shields, and things like that. Now, every time you clear a room, you get a chest that you can open. However, some rooms have a golden chest, and the golden chests require keys. You're also going to need keys for a variety of things, and the keys aren't too common. The coins are the most common things. Every time you defeat an enemy, they drop a coin. However, you find keys like maybe every other room or so. So you want to make sure that you are smart with your keys because sometimes you'll have an opportunity to open up 5 different chests and you only have 1 key. So you kind of just have to choose the right one. For instance, this room has 3 different chests right here and all of them require a key. So even if you had a key, you'd have to choose which one to open. Now, that chest that I just opened is the one that appeared after I cleared the room of enemies, and it actually had a key in it. So I can stick the key in one of these random chests right there, or I could use it on this golden chest right here, which is a little safer bet than one of those 3 random brown ones. Sometimes those can have enemies in them, but I'm gonna go ahead and use my key to open up the library. And in here, we're going to have a book, which actually gave me a new power up to heal myself. It has a pretty slow cooldown, but to be able to heal ourselves is a huge advantage in this game. So far I'm set up with some pretty good power-ups. You also want to keep an eye out for these statues. in which you can basically donate a coin to them and you'll get a little stat boost. They're kind of hard to find, so every time I clear a room, I kind of just keep an eye out and make sure that I search the whole room for any of those statues, because if you find one, you can go ahead and place a coin, and again, it's going to increase one of your stats. Now, I think I've gotten the most out of all of the rooms in this dungeon. I pretty much cleared everything out except for the challenge room. The challenge rooms have a huge difficulty spike, and I found that it's better to just avoid them. Now, this is going to be the first boss in the game. This is the boss of the first level. I died at this boss probably 12 to 15 times, real talk. This is the run where I actually was able to beat him because I got that power up where my bullets explode after I shoot them. So you guys are basically watching my best run right here. This is as far as I was able to get in the game after playing about 15 runs or so. Now, after I beat him, he just froze there, and I was like, what is going on? Did the game mess up? But you actually just got to keep shooting them, and it's kind of like a finale. And you hear some dope music at the end, and they explode. I'm going to go ahead and pick up that key, and we have the boss chest right there. I'll make sure to open that in just a second, but first I'm going to go ahead and clear this room. Always a good habit. And yeah, so this is the boss chest. After you defeat a boss, you're going to get one of these chests. I got a speed up, and we're going to go ahead and advance to the second level. Now, being that this game has a heavy focus on music, literally the gameplay is tied to the music, I was really debating on not commentating over this video just because the music is a big part of the experience, but I wanted to get a chance to explain what the game is exactly, because I know some of you guys are really looking forward to the console release of this game, and being that I got a brand new PC built and I was able to get a sneak peek at the game, I wanted to show you guys what it's all about before it hits Xbox and PlayStation. Now, we're only about halfway through my run right here, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you guys best of both worlds. I think I've explained enough about the game. I'm going to go ahead and end the commentary right here. That way you guys can hear the music along with the game, and you can really see what the game is all about. Because again, the main mechanic in the game is to make sure that you're shooting with the beat of the music. So you guys are going to see exactly what I'm talking about right here in a sec. But before I go, as always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe. that's unfortunate. I got stuck in a corner and that scorpion ended up getting me. But that is as far as I got in the game, at least for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed a sneak peek at bullets per minute. I'm definitely looking forward to the console release later this winter. Other than that, I'd like to give a huge thank you to all of my Patreon subscribers. We just hit 16 patrons. I'd like to give a special shout out to everybody in the biggest fan club, including Tim G84, AOJ, Kegger101, Michael Benksa, and Purple Rain 6. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe.